Cancer, let's see what our week is going to be like. It's been a while since I've done weeklies, but here we go, back at it again. So, thank you for tuning in. This is going to be for March 3rd through 9th. First card is going to be general energy throughout the week, and we've got the Ace of Pentacles, abundance, financial opportunities. You're manifesting something into being, and some of these opportunities may end up surprising you. It doesn't feel like it's just work. It feels like it's maybe just new money coming into you somehow in a way that you do not expect. As for love, if you are single, someone could be hiding something from you. I don't know. If this is a new relationship, if you're single and you're just considering somebody, or it's a new relationship and it's not too serious yet, you could be wondering what it is that they're dealing with and what else is going on in their life, and not wanting to be too openly involved in their day-to-day, still figuring out if you're actually interested in them enough. It could be because part of their actions is actually throwing you into confusion. You don't know exactly, you can't tell what they think by the look on their face yet. And that makes you feel like they're hiding something. Understand where this is coming from, and that it could be that you don't have a problem with this person, but it's stirring up some insecurities from a previous relationship. Also understand that you could be misinterpreting some of what they're doing or saying because an ex did that, or somebody else that you were involved with did that, and it's not making you very comfortable. So realize that that person was not normal. That was not normal behavior for people in general. And if you are unsure of how someone's communicating and what they mean by this or that, say that. Say that as directly as you can. What do you mean by that? I'm not being aggressive. I just want to know what you meant by that, because that wasn't very clear to me, and I would like some clarity. And if they have issues giving you clarity, that could be something you need to look at. And it may be what helps you define whether or not this is a viable long-term relationship for you. I'm not saying that they need to coddle your insecurities or anything like that, but if they don't want to directly communicate with you or ensure that you understand what they mean and how they meant it, that could be a sign that makes you walk away from this person. Don't let this new confusion throw you off, though. Just because you were attracted to somebody doesn't mean that it was going to work out. It's fine if it was only momentary. Now, if you were in a long-term relationship, this could be a good moment for you to release the fear of what are they doing, what are they saying whenever they're not around me. Repressing your emotions is actually going to benefit you right now, because what your emotions normally are may be paranoia and fear and hypersensitivity. And if you pull back on that hyperreactivity, it may actually help you see how this person acts with you, or is with you, not acts with you, but is with you whenever they have a choice and whenever they're just not reacting to your insecurity. Now, for work, Cancer, we have juggling priorities. As much as you may be willing to adapt, ensure that you're not giving yourself more work than you need to. Don't make things more difficult than they need to be. Time management is going to be very important for you right now, and It seems as though you may have 2 jobs right now. Okay, that energy just shifted a little bit, and I almost want to say that you have something else in your life that you're having difficulty managing along with a job. It may be better for you to see it as one, though. It'll help you section off individual tasks that you need to do in order to feel as though it's completed or that it's dealt with, and that could be something you've been fighting with. For your career card, follow your passions and hold yourself to the high standards that you may find yourself holding other people to. Do not chase perfectionism. Perfection is often enough in the eye of the beholder, and even if there is a certain way that you want things or prefer things to be, know that that's not going to be perfection for everybody. You are still developing the skills required for your career, and there's nothing wrong with that. This card could be showing up in this career position because it's time for you to determine whether or not it's time for you to move forward and go from an apprentice to an intermediate, or whatever the next step is, and fight any fear that you may have of being inadequate. Virgo does show up on this card for a reason, and it's because of often enough with Virgos, there's a nitpicky kind of like, well, it needs to be this way kind of attitude, or it should be this way, and that's wrong. And that could be what you're fighting this week, Cancer, because it's almost as though, I can't believe I'm saying this again because I think I've said this at everyone, but water finds its level, right? And you're a water sign, so we might as well just go ahead and throw it in there for you too. Water finds its level, and water still has ripples. It has the cellulite. It has the wrinkles. It has it has the marks of the saying exists, and it changes and it flows with time and with everything else. So it could just be that the high standards that you're trying to reach could be changing because you get used to the things being a certain way, and then you set the mark higher, and then things are never perfect enough. If you have the chance to advance your skill or advance your accreditation, I think now is the time to do that, even if you feel like you are unprepared. You may be very surprised and actually end up skipping levels if you go in for accreditation, or at the very least get some kind of certification that you were not expecting to get as high of a level on it, if that is such a thing. Or you may get it a lot easier than you thought you would. As far as your long-term goals right now, Cancer, we've got the Ace of Swords, so you have the right idea. You have the mental clarity to be able to determine what it is that you want out of life, what you want out of your career, and what you want out of your relationships. That being said, with the Two of Pentacles and the Moon in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles coming out for the general energy of the week, this does seem to point to you making practical decisions as to whether or not things work in your life, and if they actually meet the criteria for the long-term goals that you have for yourself. You are going to make some personal breakthroughs this week, and it's going to be because of that mental clarity that you have. There is also the slight chance that you may find out that you have to have a surgery, or there could be an emergency surgery involved, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be an emergency surgery. Like, there will be news that you have to have it on XYZ date, and you'll be able to plan for it. But Cancer, thank you very much for tuning in for this weekly reading. Please like and subscribe if you like the content here, and I will see you guys next time. Please be sure to check out the dailies, and I'm trying to be more consistent with those. And there are playlists for the gear, for the sign, for the month in the sign, and for the sign alone. So please look for those, and I will try to do a community post listing all of those off here soon. So thank you for tuning in, and have a good week.